Hey community, here's what's brewing today.
It's an instant tea episode.
Ask Yo Aunteas, run me my card.
So get your cups ready for Minoritea Report.
Ooh, you said that so mellow.
Right? Donnie Simpson over here with the quiet storm.
The quiet storm. Hey, welcome to Minoritea Report. It's Auntie Carell.
It's Auntie Dewan.
And it's Auntie Jarrell. Hey,
y'all. How y'all doing today?
Good.
Yeah, we good. I can't complain. You know, it's a nice little Sunday.
Yeah.
We're here.
Yeah, I know. We're recording on a weird day today, but yeah, you know, because it's December now, you know, this is our normal month that we take a little break. So we're recording a little bit ahead of time, not too far ahead of time, but yeah, to get this out the way so we could chill out and go see Frosty the Snowman and the Winter Wonderlands and all that shit.
Fuck them niggas.
Oh, damn. Like, I don't know them hoes.
No.
I do not know her.
Let me tell you, this holiday time around here is an event, to say the least. Because my favorite holiday is Christmas. So he absolutely loved it. So we had to come to a mutual agreement that, you know, we don't start decorations and anything until the week of Thanksgiving. And that shit needs to be gone by February 1st.
And I'm sure that was a struggle, that whole conversation.
Let me tell you, he don't work from home. Come home, everything be gone.
Oh, damn. Come on, Scrooge. Come on, Scrooge. I'm Team Fizz on this one.
Not at February 1st.
Yeah, no. I don't. It's funny, like, we took on like our wreath. Like, we had a wreath outside the house last year that I think it was up there till like March 1st because neither one of us felt like climbing up on the roof to get it down. And one day it got like warm, and we're like, oh, maybe we should take this shit down, because I'm sure the whole neighborhood looking at us like, bitch, take this shit off your house.
Look, y'all ain't the ones that gotta look at this shit.
Right.
It's almost Mardi Gras. Damn.
I'm still, literally. Look, and Corey, no, I'm still mad at him because every time Christmas come around, he wants some damn baby breath.
Yeah, man. And the funny thing is, Corey did that once, or maybe he did it twice. I think he did it twice, and he hasn't done it in a little bit. So we'll see.
It's an every year thing in this house.
It is pretty. It is pretty, but it's a bitch to clean. It's a bitch to clean. Yeah, no, I'm with you on that. But over any time, like, y'all know how it is in relationship. You just pick and choose the battle. Yeah. I'm like, you know what? I ain't gonna battle over pretty. So
I ain't gonna look. I didn't pay for it, so okay.
Literally, I was like, it didn't come out our joint. Okay,
cool.
That's how you want to spend your money. Go and spend that money, and that's how you gonna spend that money on the vacuum to clean it up yourself too. Because that shit is a bitch to clean up. Yeah, but yeah, and then community. Also, we teased it last week's episode, and we'll say it again this week. This week we are officially on the DNR Studios App. So
yeah,
Derek and Remain, from like Sirius XM fame and all that stuff. So yes, we're excited to join that family of podcasts. You know, all us queers and shit.
Yes.
You know, so excited
movers and shakers,
to be part of that family. Absolutely,
the culture drivers.
So if you haven't downloaded that app or checked it out, check it out, please, to help the greater collective. But you can still find us under your normal Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Spotify, and all that stuff. So especially like YouTube, we're trying to get them numbers up. Come on, subscribe. We see the numbers of the episode. So everybody that's listening to this episode, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube, what the hell are you waiting for? And you get to watch our pretty faces.
I was going to say, you know you want to see this face, baby. Yeah. You know you want to see us, baby.
You know, and then maybe every once in a while we may let you see something. No, just like
Well, I did get a little compliment right before we started recording about a certain little asset.
She had the Deborahs out on the screen. We was like, oh, okay, I'm touching out a little bit.
Look, as she was like over there trying to get the curtains down, it was like very housewife. She was like bent over, ass sticking out.
Oh, you see it? Are they going to compliment me?
Lower this down.
Is he still looking?
Too much natural light.
Well, he thought he was Loretta Devine.
This guy. I love that.
and she go, ooh.
Ooh, right.
I might have to watch that movie. Goddamn!
Right.
made him a plate.
Just nothing,
just so he can watch me walk away.
Honey, he's still looking.
Yes.
Oh,
that movie actually made Gregory Hines look kind of attractive to me.
I agree with that statement.
I never really thought of him in that way. I'm just saying, I'm not saying he's an unattractive person. Let's be clear. This was not a shade. But I looked at him very differently after that. I was like, okay.
It's the cut off sleeves. You see him lifting that box. You're like,
honey.
Okay, arms.
Okay,
yes.
Gregory.
Yes.
Okay, box.
Arms.
Come on, arms.
Come on, tucked in shirt.
Right.
Ooh, manual labor.
Manual labor.
Come on, S curl. Come on, tap dancing. Okay, the tap shoes.
We see what you can do with them flow. Let me see what you can do in that bed.
Honey, tap in.
Right.
Lord, you can't take us nowhere. Oh man,
on the Lord's day.
Community. So this episode is gonna be a little shorter episode. It's gonna be an instant tea episode. We're doing a couple shorter episodes this month just to let us give some time to breathe. But we still gonna give you new content, so it is what it is. But so we might as well hop on into it. What time is it?
Ask your
Who got it today?
I got it. And okay, so it says, hey aunties, I have a delicate question to ask about my quote unquote obstacle. And they wrote LOL. My partner of almost 10 years and I were on a vacation overseas and got into a huge argument, really about nothing, but we both are petty and love each other. So it wasn't really that deep. But in the thick of it, I noticed that he was using a credit card that he's an authorized user on of mine. Ordinarily, this wouldn't be an issue, but since we were beefing, it kind of pissed me off. So my question is, should you be okay with your partner using your credit card when they're mad at you or vice versa? And it says, P.S. We were cool and back to loving on each other like puppy dogs like a day or two later.
A day or two later. You just need some time.
Just need some time, right?
That's a real ass statement. I want to say, I feel like two-faced on this one in the sense of like I could be both parties in this situation because I'm petty enough to be like, if my obstacle I did something and we shared a card and it was his, absolutely.
You get on that app and be like, block.
But if it's my card, then I'm going on the app like you said. I'm turning that shit off. Right?
That's funny.
So either way, I'm choosing the pettiest road, depending on what side of the coin, what side of the aisle I'm on. But either side is gonna be the pettiest. But here's the thing though too, like it's one of the things you got to also like pick and choose your battles, and I feel like when you often go that level of pettiness, it just adds to this situation. So then I got to think about like, damn, well, when's the next time I get some dick? Because if he hold that out, I'm gonna have to cave. So I'm gonna have to act right. So I'm like, you got to be prepared. If you cross that road, you might not get some dick for some days or some weeks. So which one matters more?
Dick.
Okay, dick. Yeah. Let me go ahead and act right then. All right. I live in a petty fantasy for about like, a good couple of minutes, but then I'm gonna be like, okay, but when it's dick 30, it needs to be dick 30. So
reel it on in.
That's true.
Facts.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right. It's like you got to pick and choose about it. Like in the heat of the moment, you ain't thinking that way. You ain't thinking that clearly. So this is cool, calm, and collected, Carell, and I ain't fighting with my obstacle right now. So we good. So cool, calm, and collected, Carell's like, you gave him the authorization before. Like it is what it is. Like you can't, like that's a power move, honestly. Like it's like to say, oh, you can't have my money now. You can't have my credit card now just because you mad. So, but we've all been there. It is what it is. So it's like in the heat of things, you ain't thinking that clearly. But you're on vacay. Like it's a very privileged to be out there anyway, to have your credit card and out there overseas and all that shit, and then now you're just in your feelings, and now you don't want nobody to enjoy shit. Nah, you know, let it go. Let it go. Ain't nobody buying shit. We going home.
My car, my money, my shit.
Right. But like Patty Carell, like in the moment, Carell might not be thinking that coherently, and it probably rubbed me the wrong way too. But like, bitch, like you just told me off, and now I get these alerts, and you using our joint card. Oh no! Oh no! And you ain't bought me nothing on this joint. These transactions I'm saying. Right. What you ain't buying me nothing?
So get up here and suck this dick, bitch.
Right. It's like, so
you gonna pay for it?
Pay and trade.
If you gave your significant other like permission, or it's just like an understanding that like we're both going to be using this card when we in good terms, when you in bad terms, you gotta expect they still gonna use the card because that's the only card that maybe even brought or something like that. So like that's the coherent Carell talk. But yeah, it is what it is. The thing is like that's just regular ass relationship shit. It's like there's gonna be shit that bother you when you're mad that would not even cross your mind when you
any other time.
Mad. So
this person seems like a Leo to me. Because I can totally relate to the sentiment expressed in this Ask Your Auntie question. I would be heated if my obstacle have the nerve to cuss me out, then use my goddamn credit card.
The nerve,
the mitigating gall. Like I legit don't even understand what could go through a person's mind, like on the other end of that. Like it's one thing to be upset about it because you were in your feelings and whatever, and probably looking for any excuse to be petty because they said we're both pretty petty, but we love each other, so it wasn't that deep. But them petty rivers do run deep. And so it's amazing how the mind kind of machinates ways to be even more petty.
Petty high. Yeah.
But like, I'm trying to put myself in the mindset of the obstacle, and like, I can't even imagine, like, if I were mad at somebody and I had their credit card that I was using for regular day expenses, just on vacation or whatever, that you would just automatically be like, I'm just using a credit card. Like, I would be like, I'm mad at you and I'm not using your money. I got my own shit. Like, that perspective, you know what I mean? Why would you then be like,
your money?
But then,
like Little Kim said, why spend mine when I can spend yours?
Period.
And then when Carell was like, oh yeah, and you didn't even buy me anything, like that just pissed me off even more. So I'm like,
you get that alert on your iPhone, you be like, $79.99. You be like,
honey, like what in the shit is going on over here? So like I can completely sympathize with this particular situation. I think at the end of the day, this this person probably knows that this was just they were in their feelings, totally in their feelings. They're in it and out of it. They're in it and they're out of it. And when they're in it, I can't imagine that it's like it. They even said like it's it don't even be about anything deep. So I think they were just really letting their feelings take over for a little bit, and the fact that they were back together and loving on each other like puppy dogs.
Yeah, that's when you just get in the group text with your girls and be like,
vent right quick. Right.
Let me tell you, just be like, and let your girls gas you up and be like, bitch, say what? I know that didn't right. Listen. Let your girls just help you get it out.
Get it all the way out.
Go take your ass, go take a shower, get ready for dinner. Damn. Right. Hurry your ass up.
Right. They'll be like, look, I guess he ain't going nowhere anyway. So what's the point of being mad?
To answer the question though, should you be okay? I would say hell the fuck no, don't be okay with it. But don't do anything about it. You ain't gotta be okay about it. But just don't do anything about it.
Because that's true. Like there's a lot of these you ain't gotta be okay with, but is it really worth the battle? That's what you gotta think about. Like,
yes.
You ain't gotta be what's that girl, Brenda, who keeps it real. You ain't gonna be playing on my phone.
Playing on my phone. I keep it real. Yeah,
You'll keep it real, and you won't have any obstacles anymore.
Yeah, yeah, because part of me feels like in that moment though, if you don't want them to use it, then take them off forever because it's a power play.
See for me, but oh, so you mad at me? But look, your ass still need my money though. Look,
like I don't know. Like I guess I'm down for that. Like how am I gonna be like okay? How like if I give Corey, I mean at this point, his money is my money, my money is because the IRS don't care. It's like, oh, you married? It's fine now. But
households
literally
mingled.
But yeah, like it's just like then like in that case, I think I just wouldn't have an authorized on my card at all because if I can't be flopping and flipping, you know, it's like either he's authorized or
not doing not doing the bios too over there,
your cycle or whatever. Like, either you're authorized or you're not. If I'm not gonna be authorized, take me off forever, then, girl. Like, because I don't know what's gonna make you mad the next day. Then, shit, I can't be going up there looking like a fool. Credit card decline.
Right.
Oh God, could you imagine?
And hell no, now that would piss me off.
And then the phone call, to the conversation after that.
No.
Oh
no,
my God,
that would piss me off. Like get up there. Oh, and now you done made me unauthorized. Now that's a fight. Your ass ain't that's a fight.
Yeah. But you better look. But you better make sure though before that fight start. Make sure you got your
own right. Got your own house. I got my
you got like your ticket. Make sure the ticket back.
Yep.
You got access to your ticket back. Make sure you got some money as well too.
Yeah.
And then you be like, nigga, what?
Now we pick. Now you want to. You want to be happy. Okay. You want to make me look like a fool at the grocery store.
And get home first. I'll say that.
That part too. That part
get
too.
home first.
Right.
Honey.
Right on that.
If y'all sharing credit cards, y'all sharing a lot more.
Because we don't work. That's why your key don't work.
Right. No. Oh, that would make me like. Ooh, that would make me mad if I like got up there and the car didn't work. Oh, that would fuck me all the way up. Nope.
Would that be a?
See, now I'm mad thinking about it.
Would that be livid? Would that be a deal breaker for you? Like a relationship?
I don't know if it'd be a deal breaker, but I'm like, that's the games we playing. Like, like
I would have questions.
We had little petty moments. Okay, cool. Yeah. But now you that mad that you gonna do that and make me look like a fool? Like it's making me feel like I look like a fool or that I can't afford something. That's something in me that I'm like, bitch, no, we ain't playing that.
Ain't petty.
See, for me, it's the whole idea of like the line, right? The line of respect, right?
Yeah.
Like, so at that point, like to me, that's a level of fuck you that goes past that line, right?
Period.
Like it should have never been that big for you to go undo something like that.
Yeah.
And to Carell's point earlier, like, oh, if you can do that now, that means there are definitely other situations where you can continue to do it. So it would have been that would have been it.
No,
and then you've been together almost 10 years, if not 10 years.
No.
Oh no,
we ain't doing that.
That would honestly be hard to roll back under any circumstances. Under and even if you quote unquote work past it, those are one of those things I think where subconsciously, even if you're still together and you quote unquote work past it, there's always going to be something in the back of either one of yours minds that like. The fact that somebody crossed the line in that kind of way.
That's an ultimate power abuse move. Like you said, there's a mutual respect that even in the heat of the biggest fights and pettiness that you have, that you know still not to cross. You know, you might tiptoe to I'm gonna tiptoe to that line though and stop all on that line. But then it gets to a point where it's like you over the line, that's abusive, this and that's da. And that would take me all the way there and be like,
damn, not me saying that I would flip flop though, y'all. Because at the beginning I said I would be the one to turn off the card,
right?
And then I put myself in shoes and I was like, oh, what the
fuck? Got me looking like Boo Boo the Fool at the stove. Like I ain't got no money. Like I can't afford to be over here on these Europe trips. So fuck. Oh no,
see, I started sweating. I literally just started sweating thinking about this. Like, what in the hell?
No.
I'm very curious.
Especially if you know that's the only card I carried on me too. Fuck off. Nope. I'm
now look, we
done,
and I'm going to climb.
That sounds like
we're done, and I'm going to climb the nearest tree. Okay,
honey, it's a wrap. Oh my God!
You want to talk about mamas? You want to talk about mamas?
And
I'm
luckily,
very curious.
we have our joint bank account, and then like credit cards, we have like our own credit cards. We don't have like the authorized, and I guess we could like, but we both have our own cards. So I guess I don't foresee that ever being an issue. But I'm sitting here like, eat it, literally sitting here mad.
I'm curious, what would your first action be after it declined and you contacted the credit card company just to make sure there was anything wrong with the credit card
And
company,
that's the
right?
thing
Because
is like
sometimes it could have been regular.
I don't think my initial thought would be like, oh, my significant other unauthorized me.
Right, like I'm
that,
overseas. This shit happens all the
That would be
time.
my first. That
Whatever.
would be my first.
I would be calling like,
you're a Capricorn,
no. That would be my first thought. My first
really?
thought. Oh, somebody out to get me. Okay, cool. Let me figure this out. Okay, cool. I got me. You can't get me, bitch, because I got me.
So what would your first move be if it happened to you?
Make sure that I have my return ticket. That's the first move.
Yeah.
Make sure I got the return ticket.
Well,
so
probably in the moment,
no
I probably text you like,
happens,
did you, like, are you having an issue with the credit card? Like, that would probably be my initial thought, but like, text me like, what's going on? And then if it's crickets or like you see the 3 little dots too long, like, you playing games. I got it. But honestly, Carell would never just have one credit card in that situation. Like, I'm way too like overly too mental and prepared for that shit. I'd be having like 5 cards.
Well, I mean, the reality of it is you bring all your credit cards with your phone anyway. So
right,
like,
exactly.
True. But once that train gets rolling, there is no calming me down, right? So I'm making sure that I have my ticket, because once I see red,
she said, I'm turning this petty battle into World War III.
Girl.
She said, I'm flipping the whole continent. I'm flipping the whole continent.
Look, I might not be able to leave at this point, but like,
you better start calling me Andrea's fault, because I'm about to be causing all kind of earthquakes.
And look, and step number 2, Dewan, just be on standby.
Right.
That's step number 2.
I don't need that bail money.
Yes. So there was going to become a time.
Let me start looking at flights. Where I gotta be at, where I gotta show up.
Yeah, that would be a tough one, because there's just something about power plays that I just don't do well with. Like, because I just don't do that to people. So now that's what you want to do. Got it.
And I think that's one of those things that it's hard to roll back, even if you kind of like, quote unquote, get over it. I still feel like that probably would be a deal breaker. Because I think that underlines so much element of trust in the context of the relationship, that even for something that could be like a petty move, that, I think that crosses the line of pettiness.
Yeah. And that's not a situation that every relationship could also be in as well, too. Like, it's also important to know your partner. It's also important to understand like where your finances are to even be in a situation where that could be a reality. And some couples should not even have that as an option to begin with. Some people should just have yours and they have theirs as well too. So that way you avoid those type of situations. Because again, some people can't handle that. Some people in those moments will choose the pettier role, and that's it. So if you know you are, don't even put yourself in a situation for that to be something that could possibly happen.
Bring up a really interesting question. Like, so, and this piggybacks a little bit off of Carell, what you were saying in terms of the power play. What if the situation was even though it's not saying this, but what if the situation was like a sugar baby, sugar daddy kind of situation, where one person is a sugar daddy, they're providing for them, and then that person gets into an argument with them, and then they cut it off? Do you think that the rules change?
You better act right. If you're a sugar baby, you better act right.
Oh, damn.
So that's what I'm asking. Do the rules change?
Yeah, because that's basically a full-time job. Bitch, shut the fuck up.
I guess in theory, yes, it could change. I guess like I'm just maybe not a sugar baby it just doesn't sit well in my spirit that I'm like, oh no, you're not going to control my life in that regard. But then I always say, ooh, Corey, we should find us a sugar daddy. So I don't know.
Because times are hard, love.
Honey, I don't know.
Who out there taking applications? Y'all take 2?
Right?
Y'all got a 2-for-1 special?
I'm like, Corey, we got to do what we got to do. I mean, like, yes, in theory, sugar daddy, sugar baby roles, or sugar mama, sugar baby rules or sugar whatever sugar. Erythritol and all of that. That's the
Rules are different.
dynamic set up.
It is a power play.
But, it's the ultimate power play. But if you're fine with that, cool. But if it makes your spirit like, damn, then you need to step your puss up. Get out the situation and make your own money.
I'm probably going to get a lot of flag for this.
Ooh.
But I look at that situation as that's your employer. So at the end of the day,
that's
you need to do what you're supposed to do. Otherwise, you don't get your allowance. So, like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I do feel like, I do feel like a sugar daddy, sugar baby, like in a true context of that sense, is not like a relationship. It is a arrangement. And
is there lines in the arrangement though? Like, are there rules in a sugar daddy, like that? Even within that context, I still think there would still be some kind of respect level where if it keeps flip flopping like that, like voids the contract. I don't know. Man, anyone in a sugar daddy, sugar baby relationship, let us know because I just don't know.
I have had conversations with folks that have been on the receiving end that they are their sugar baby being taken care of and whatever. And if shit don't go right,
that was my miscalling.
They get cut off financially.
Really?
Instantly. Instantly.
Dang.
Locks get changed automatically. Yep. Like literally on the phone. Little keypad. Change the code.
Right.
You can't get in. All your stuff that they done bought you in their house. You don't have access to none of the funds.
Why I'm thinking about the scene Tyler Perry's Diary of a Mad Black Woman. Bitch. That's the scene I'm thinking about.
Literally. So I guess like you gotta be strategic in your pettiness and those kind of relationship arrangements. Like if you want to fuck up or act outside whatever is deemed appropriate in that contract, get your shit out first and then act petty.
That's why I said. That's literally why I said. Make sure you got your shit.
Yeah.
And then because ain't no going back.
That doesn't work.
And I would have rules too. If I was in a situation financially where I was a sugar daddy, you damn right you're gonna act a certain kind of way. I'm not just giving this money just to give it.
Oh hell no.
That's a true statement too. No. I'm thinking about the baby way. If I was I guess I'm getting to daddy status. In a couple months I'll be daddy status, huh?
Daddy.
Give it to her, daddy.
Right. Getting in the panties. That's true. Like if I were the sugar daddy, but there's still a part of me, even there's like a hint of compassion that I still have. Like I guess I'm just not made for that life. I guess
if I was a sugar daddy, listen, you get this allowance because you show up the correct way.
And you put out the correct way.
And if we got a problem, then that bank account has a problem.
Ooh, the bank account.
Both.
He said that combined. Got a problem.
They getting like one of these little green light cards like I gave my nephew where I put the money on the card.
Yeah.
And then certain transactions got to be approved. Look,
damn. Yeah.
You don't get direct access to my money. There's gonna be a middle ground where the transaction.
Damn, this whole situation done fucked me up. My brain's like spinning.
Well, I'm glad to see. First of all, thank you for the question, community member.
Yes.
Again, and by the way, thank you for contributing back to our question bank. We've been asking for more contributions from y'all in these. So please, if you have questions. AYA.
It's the holiday season. Something going on. But somebody got some coal in their stocking, so air it out.
Let us know.
And I'm glad that whoever this is, that they're cool and back to loving each other like puppy dogs.
Right. Same here. So continue to send your question to aya@minorityareport.com or DM us. Or also we have a hotline. So I forget the number of it's the T line. We call it the T line. So that'll be up if it's not already up. And we'll put this on the screen somewhere if so. And if you want to hear your voice live on the episode, asking your question, again, you don't have to say your name. If your voice is maybe distinct, like I'm sure I couldn't be leaving a message on there, but like, bitch, that's Auntie Carell. Shut up. But if you want to have your voice played, we'll have it played live on the episode, on the future episode, and just another way to kind of engage with us on the podcast. So we appreciate that. And again, we need some new ones. We need some new ones. So we got this whole holiday season going crazy. If you in an unauthorized, authorized credit card situation, let us know. If you're a sugar daddy or a sugar baby, ask us a question or tell us the situation or hop on here and let us know. I'm curious about that shit because I don't know if I'm made to live that. So, but yeah, that was a good question. Got me sweating.
Right.
Thank you.
Pop the Molly. Now I'm sweating. Woo! Jesus. Well, there we go. Community is going to be a short episode. That's what December is going to look like. So it's going to be something like this. So hopefully you enjoy it. Hopefully you listen all the way through it. And we'll be back with full normal length episodes in January. But we just needed a little time to recoup and replenish during the holiday season. So anything else in your hearts and minds before we get out of here?
No, y'all be safe out there.
We love y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, wash your hands, wash your legs, wash your ass. See you next week with more instant tea. Ciao.
Bye, y'all.
I would be so heated if I found out that's why I got declined. It would hurt my feelings. It would hurt my feelings.
That's hard to go back.
Now that I've calmed down from even thinking about it, now my feelings are hurt even thinking about it. Like I'm sitting here like welling up, but like that would hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
That would hurt my feelings so bad. Wow. Yeah.